No one truly changes because of a single decision. A decision feels dramatic. It happens in a rare moment of clarity, after good sleep, strong coffee, or a burst of motivation. But most of life doesn't happen in those moments. Most of life runs on autopilot. Real change doesn't live in what you decide. It lives in what you repeat. The danger of small actions is that they don't punish you immediately. You're 5 minutes late, nothing happens. You delay a plan for another week, no consequences. You skip today's workout or class, your life looks exactly the same. And because nothing seems to change, you repeat it. Quietly, without your permission, things start shifting. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The human brain doesn't learn from events. It learns from patterns. Every repeated behavior sends a signal. This is okay. This is safe. This is familiar. The more often the signal appears, the stronger it becomes. Eventually, that behavior stops feeling like a choice. It sinks deeper into instinct, into identity. That's why people don't get addicted to social media because they love it. They get addicted because the brain has learned a simple equation. Tired? Scroll. Bored? Scroll. Stressed? Scroll. Repeat it enough times and the brain stops asking whether it's good or bad. It only asks what's easy and familiar. You feel like you're choosing, but you're really being guided. Real change begins when you interrupt the loop. Not with a dramatic overhaul, not with a heroic transformation, but with something so small it doesn't trigger your internal alarm system. You can't force yourself to read 2 hours a day. Your brain will revolt. But you can open a book every morning and look at it for 1 minute. Your brain won't resist because it feels harmless, almost pointless. And that's the point. You've slipped past the first layer of unconscious resistance. Repeat that tiny action 20 times and it leaves a mark. Repeat it long enough and effort fades. The behavior becomes part of the environment, something that just exists. To be precise, you don't change by doing something once. You change when your idea of what feels normal quietly shifts. Someone who once believed running wasn't for them doesn't transform the day they finish a marathon. The real change happens earlier, when putting on running shoes in the morning stops feeling heavy, when stepping outside feels ordinary. At that moment, they haven't just changed a habit, they've edited their identity. I'm not that kind of person becomes I'm someone who does this. And that's the core of real change. Not new behavior, but a new definition of self. That definition isn't rewritten through motivation speeches or life philosophies. It's written through tiny choices so small no one notices, not even you. But your brain notices. And once those choices stack up, they don't just form habits, they quietly rewrite who you are. We like to believe our lives change direction because of big moments, a bold decision, a career switch, a dramatic realization. Those moments matter, but they're just markers. The real trajectory is adjusted elsewhere, in the small actions you repeat daily, in the invisible choices that slowly bend the path. Because in the end, change doesn't come from one big decision. It comes from how you adjust your steps just enough every day to shift the direction of your life.